Hello, I'm Charles McNamara, and thank you for being here today. We've all heard about life insurance and disability insurance, but let's be honest, who actually knows what that means and what it is? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today we're going to break it down in a fun and easy way. So first up, we'll talk about life insurance. And quite simply, life insurance is a contract with an insurance company where they will pay a fixed amount of money in the event that you pass away. Yes, it does sound grim, but I'm sure everybody has people depending on them financially. What happens with your loved ones if something happens to you? Without life insurance, they might face a lot of financial struggles. Think about it. You've got your mortgage, bills, credit card payments, and even funeral expenses. And then later down the line, you may have college expenses. So life insurance can help cover the cost that if you're no longer around, and they don't have to worry about money in one of the worst times of their life, one of the toughest times in your family's life. So life insurance basically comes in two types. Number one is term insurance. And term insurance is basically like renting insurance. They come in 10-year, 20, and 30-year are the common types of term insurance. And they're mainly for covering things like your mortgage, final expenses, and maybe college tuitions. Next, you have permanent insurance. Now, this type of insurance lasts your whole life, but it definitely is more expensive. So when you're deciding to figure out what you want and for how long to protect it, think about those two types of coverage. Okay, let's move on to disability insurance. As you know, life does not always go according to plan. And if you get injured or become sick, you need disability insurance to replace some of your income. It's not just about accidents either. It could be for something like chronic illness or even recovering from a bad surgery or a long surgery. What if you can't work because you have an injury or illness? Think about it. If you suddenly couldn't go to work, how would you pay your bills, your mortgage, your rent, buy groceries, all the monthly expenses? Disability insurance steps in and covers part of that income, typically around 60 to 70%, so you don't have to stress about your bills while you're healing. Now, there are a couple different types of disability insurance. You have short-term disability, which usually covers you for a few months. That's typically what you have when you're maybe recovering from surgery or some sort of illness. Then you have long-term disability. And this can cover you for several months while you're getting better, or if you're permanently injured, could cover you all the way till you're retired, to your normal retirement. The key is to get the right amount of coverage that works for you and your job. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How much insurance do I really need? And how much does it cost? And that really comes down to each individual situation. So how much for life insurance? How much should you have? So the recommendation that you'll typically hear is about 10 to 12 times your annual income. So for instance, if you make $50,000 a year, roughly $500,000 of insurance should be enough replacement coverage. Now, if you have a lot of dependents, maybe you have 3 to 5 children, you may need more coverage. Now, when it comes to disability, the typical disability policy, you should aim to cover around 60 to 70% of your pre-tax income, just enough to help you get by financially without having stress and allowing you to recover. These policies should protect all your essentials, mortgage, rent, utilities, and food. Here's a quick tip. Most people buy their life insurance and disability through their employers, but it's worth double checking. Sometimes it just quite isn't enough coverage to meet your needs. And sometimes if you're a very healthy individual, it might be more expensive than purchasing a policy on your own. So the most important thing is to make sure you have the right protection. If you're a business owner, it's very important to make sure that you go through and have the right type of policy for your particular needs. Think of insurance like a financial safety net. It's not always about the worst case scenario. It's about basically protecting your loved ones and making sure that they would be able to continue their lives the way they did when you were around. And if the unexpected happens, you'll be so glad you did. So if you're in a situation you're not sure if you have enough life insurance or the right type of life insurance, give us a call. We can go over some different policies, review the marketplace, and see what is best for your individual needs. Thanks a lot. Make it a great day, and we will see you next time.